everyone. Welcome to Everyday Life on Aspheric TV. I am Dario Lujiwon.
For Mike Anya,
Oh my, good to see you this morning. We are both putting on black. I don't know what happened.
coincidentally.
Let's go to what we have today. Fourth Vanguard. Diaspora Group tax FG on transparency evaluation of Chinese loans. In a statement signed by the president of TURN, Dr. A.G. Ahmed, the group stated that Nigeria's eternal debt loan stands at $31.98 billion. Debt Management Office, DMO, September 2020, sorry, most of which are owed to well-known international creditor agencies with which Nigeria has had a long history of dealing. In contrast, the bilateral loans, which are owned to individual countries, are of concern, and none is as worrisome as the unprecedented yet increasing sum of money owed to China, which now stands at $3.3 billion or 80.1% of Nigeria's bilateral debt load of $4.1 billion. To the detriment of Nigeria, these loans are used for projects that end up promoting economic activities in China as the Chinese companies employ mostly Chinese citizens with money that will have to be paid back by Nigeria. The loans minimally translate to Nigeria's benefit as the control of all related activities is not in the hands of Nigerians. These are examples of direct foreign investment that negatively contributes to the gross domestic product as the valuable economic resources are promptly evacuated from Nigeria by foreigners. This trend needs to be reversed. TURN would like to see concrete actions and a government white paper issued to address the concerns outlined above. It further stated that while the IMF have warned Nigeria of increasing indebtedness to China, Turn's evaluation of Chinese investments in Nigeria represent a sordid and unsustainable state of affairs that can in the end only hurt the Nigerian people. Adding that all loans from China are claimed to be on concessional terms according to DMO. TRN believes that loans taken by the government should not mortgage the future of the citizens or that of the unborn, or that of the unborn generation, and therefore requests that the terms and conditions of all loans be made publicly available and for the government to commit to the renegotiation of the terms and conditions that are inimical to Nigeria's social economic progress. It sounded like every one of us are in debt.
Exactly. I
So
mean,
you are owing China. I'm owing China.
may-
Everyone is owing China, one way or the other, right?
probably I say now. I
Something
think
like
that
that.
maybe $20,000 or something.
Should I be scared about that?
Of course, yes.
Oh, I don't want to be a debtor.
So on insecurity, Omotekun, OPC, VGN, arrest 11 herders in Oyo. Operative of Oyo State Security Network Agency, Omote Corps, members of Odu People Congress, OPC, and the Vigilante Group of Nigeria, VGN, yesterday arrested six suspected kidnappers who mounted illegal roadblocks in Okeogun area of Oyo. The commandant of Omotekun in the Oyo State Colonial Olayinke
Yinka.
Olayanju said that the bandits were arrested at Kolejola, local government area of Oyo State, while on their joint routine patrol in the early hours of yesterday. He explained that the suspects, who were Fulani headers, were nabbed at two separate routes within the council area. The commandant said that the bandits who were arrested with dangerous weapons and large sum of money pretended to be headsmen in the day but turned into robbers at night,
Insecurity.
terrorizing and kidnapping people in the area.
Insecurity. We must be united like never before. Youth leader tells Nigerians. The Pan African Youth Union PYGU, Commissioner of Youth Political Participation, Olajele Nihi, has appealed to Nigerians, most especially the youth strata, to stay calm and law abiding amid the rising security challenges and social unrest in the country. Now we move to Punch.
Reps and Power Buhari borrow $1.5 billion.
And 995 million euro. EFCC arrests 67 suspected internet fraudsters in Ogun and Ondo.
EFCC arrests 67 suspects, internet fraudsters in Ogun.
And on
Sorry.
the yes.
Woman collapses in church while fasting, dies in Lagos hospital.
Yeah, I think I really need to. I'm so much interested in this
I'm
one.
also
Yes,
I'm also interested in it because I don't know why one would fast for that long and in the hopes that something comes down from heaven.
maybe she had health issues before then. Well, we will know. We will know in the story. The
Okay.
family of a woman, Joy Owoyele, is in grief after she died. Okay, after she died during a 14-day fasting in the Isheri Olofin area of Lagos State. Well, according to Punch, Owoyele had sought spiritual help regarding her matrimonial challenges at the Christ Apostolic Church, Orioke, Bogumi, aka Ajopelembe Mountain, located on Pipeline Road, Isheri Olofin. She was said to have been placed on 14-day dry fasting and prayer, but on the 10th day, things took a tragic turn as she suddenly collapsed after the morning prayers inside the church. Well, according to Punch, while they visited the church on Wednesday, while they visited the church on Wednesday, they got this. The resident pastor, Alfred Sunday, said after Owoyele lost consciousness during the spiritual exercise, she was rushed to the Igodo General Hospital for treatment, adding that she died in the process. This fasting and, of course, it's not. Well, okay, before I say mine, what do you have to say about this?
I think it's not everything that, yes. I know it's not a Bible thing where they say heaven help those who help themselves,
Themselves.
but I know at the same time it goes as far as to say that you have to understand the concept of what you're doing before you do it. You can't just rush into things like this, as in maybe she had health challenges, as you said earlier,
Yeah.
but you just going into things all because you feel like it's going to solve a problem. It's out of the line. It's out of question. I think you should take care of yourself before you should actually think about how it will affect you. You come first, and there's nothing else. I mean, so concerning this matrimonial case, I know that as in it's not easy. Like
Yeah.
it's not easy,
Definitely.
but at the same time, you need to communicate better with the person you're in a relationship or in a marriage with, because
Mm,
at the end of the day, both of you are in it together. If you can't cope the situation, then you invite family and friends. I don't see the reason to why you go as long as 14 days.
yeah.
It was just absurd to me.
I actually think she has really tried all, and that's the only thing she could rely on at that particular time. It can happen to anybody because when you have tried all and the only option you have is to fast and pray for 14 days, then you will fast and pray for 14 days so that that thing you wish for can come to pass.
I don't think
Well,
it's in the constitution to
is
fast for 14
but
days.
that's no if that is the only option, if that's the only option, you can do anything to have your family back if you love
I
your
mean,
family.
I mean, she would have gone for 7 days. I would have
Seven,
still regret
look, it was the pastor that told her to fast for 14 days, and when she got to the 10th day, I mean,
I mean,
she
that was
couldn't take
cruel.
it.
I think from him, I think that's very cruel.
Well, to everyone, to me, to you, if we understand our health challenges, there's so many things we shouldn't embark on.
Exactly.
We pray God can answer our prayers at all times. He answers prayers. He listens to those that don't even communicate with him. How much more people that communicate with him? So whether you fast or whether you do not fast, God still hears your prayer and is able to do whatever you need him to do. The last one on punch.
So, federal government declares Monday public holiday for workers.
Yeah, yeah. Okay, now we go to the nation. Army got 198.84 billion naira from 2019 till date to tackle insecurity. Summary. The sum of 198.84 billion naira had so far been released to the army to prosecute the insurgency war from 2019 till date by the federal government. It was learned yesterday. Permanent Secretary Special Duties in the Ministry of Finance, Aliu Shinkafa, said this when he appeared before the Senate Committee on Army in Abuja. Yeah.
Iheanacho tip to wreck Southampton. Adrian Clark said Nigerian Kalichi Iheanacho is a Premier League most clinical and informed striker ahead of today's trip to Southampton. Iheanacho has scored 14 goals in his last 14 appearances for Leicester City in all competitions, finding the net 9 times across his last 7 top flight starts.
PDP's sixth National Conference on Security. The People's Democratic Party, PDP, yesterday called for immediate convocation of a national conference and declaration of emergency on security in the country. The PDP said that with security challenges getting out of hand and anarchy brewing in the country, the possibility of election holding in 2023 was hazy.
Now moving to the Guardian. Look beyond military war against insecurity, EU tells the federal government.
Benue killings. Presidency frowns at autumn's unfounded accusation against Buhari.
COVID 19, Nigeria records 62 new cases, zero deaths.
Okay, that's all that we have today in everyday life. Concerning the newspaper. Have you have you heard about what's trending on Twitter? The amputee
Lady.
the lady.
Yeah, I've heard a lot concerning that
It's
issue.
been going on for weeks now.
Yeah, yeah.
Yes.
And she came up with this sympathy talk about how they're supposed to actually take care of, as in she was taking care of herself by
Mm,
selling just pure water.
yeah.
And sometimes when you tell stories like that, it calls for a
Yes.
humanity and the
Yes.
empathy in
Sympathy.
people.
Yes.
So that's what she did basically, and she ripped the government up, she ripped NGO off, and then she told a lot of broad lies. As I don't know how one can just sit and just imagine that okay, this is what you're going to do to actually
Yeah,
get.
I think she saw that as an advantage. She doesn't have she's an amputee, so it's so
How she
easy
seeing
for
that her
people.
advantage? Some people were working behind the scenes asking her to do this. And then when they were now calling for her share, that is when the federal government got her.
That's what.
So as in that's a tough
Well,
case.
in this state we are in, this people nowadays can do just anything to get what they want,
I mean,
not considering what can happen later, or not considering the fact that even the secrets can be leaked. You know,
I know, but at the same time, you just call for a lot of things. You get to see that oh, for instance, now if she's being handed over to the police,
please.
imagine now if they're going to actually jail her for her being a fraud. As in she's going to suffer more than anyone because she's hand capable.
Yeah,
So as in that's a lot of things that you have to think about. But when people don't have strategies to see beyond what they see at the present time,
yeah.
it calls for like a recollection of what we are as human beings and how we're supposed to be thoughtful about things. But no, we just want to get the money and get the money.
I begin to wonder if I should sympathize with her because she has just one leg. Oh, I don't even know about that judging matter now. Now I can't even, cast blame and
Above the law, justice still prevails. So
yeah,
let's
definitely.
let's just wait on that and see what happens.
Okay, we've come to the end of today's everyday life. Thank you for joining us, and do join us tomorrow as we bring you what's trending. I am Dayo Lujuo.
I'm for Mike Anya.
And please, if you have not subscribed to our YouTube channel, kindly do that now. And if you have not started following us on all our social media handles, kindly do that now. Thank you. God bless you.